Greetings and welcome to this episode, and I would like to talk to you today about how to hear from God. Now, we all love to hear from God, and let me tell you, I know and I believe that the Lord speaks to everyone. But it is whether you are able to understand that He is speaking to you or not is the most vital thing in a person's life. Will a father speak to his son? Or will a mother call his daughter or son? Of course. If you have a father, and that father will surely speak to you. In the same way, God is your father. Our Lord is your father. And He is always speaking to you and to me. But now, there are different kinds. One time He speaks to us about the sins that we are doing and says, don't do that sin. Sometimes He gives us an instruction that what we should do. And another time He speaks to us to tell somebody else. Sometimes He gives us a prophecy. Now, one way or the other, the communication of the Lord always happens. Many people fail at one area where they do not understand or they will not perceive when God speaks to them about themselves. About others they will understand. But about themselves, will God speak to me? Yes. To whom is the best thing to speak about yourself? To you. I have a son and a daughter. What I need to tell my son, I will try my best to tell him straight. When he doesn't understand, then I'll try to use somebody else. Now, if me and my son can have a good communication, then why should I use somebody else? This is where we need to understand our Father in heaven speak to you and to me every day in every walk of our life. What shirt you should wear. No. God will not speak about it. Oh yes, He will say what shirt to wear. What time to get up. What time to go to bed. He will say everything. I have a strict policy. I will get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. By 9 o'clock, I will hit the bed and sleep. No, that is your policy. But sometimes the Lord will say, get up at 5 o'clock, 3 o'clock and pray. Sometimes the Lord will say, go to bed early today. Another day, God will say, stay up late. I want you to do some work. Somebody is in need. The Lord will speak specifically, and we need to understand it. Let me give you an example. I have a son, I said before, and a daughter. I am calling my son, his name is Josiah, and I'm calling him. When I call him, today I call him, this is how I call Josiah, and he listens, yes, Dada, he comes to me. Today I decided to call Josiah. The next day, Josiah. Third day, Josiah. Fourth day, Josiah. Fifth day, Josiah. He will say, Dada, are you okay? Are you crazy? Are you insane? Why are you calling me in different voice? And another day, Josiah. Some people says God speak in different volume, different method. God will speak to you the same way every time. Why? Because once you understand His voice, once you begin to recognize His voice, He will speak to you the same language, same way every time, so that you will not doubt who is speaking. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. Now, if I call my son Josiah today, tomorrow Josiah, third day Josiah, all of us on a fourth day, I'm calling him Josiah. Then he will say, who's that? Who's that? But because he heard my voice, in the book of 1 Samuel, when the Lord called Samuel once, he never understood, because this is the first time Samuel was hearing the voice of God. So he went to Eli. Second time, went to Eli. Third time, went to Eli. Now Eli, the priest, understood it is not somebody, it's God calling him. Now he said, when the Lord calls you next time, you say, here I am, speak to me. See, after that time, Samuel heard the voice of the Lord. And he heard it, understood it is the Lord speaking. And on that day understood that this is how the Lord speaks, or this is the voice I recognize. From that day onwards, he never went and asked anyone, did you call me? Because he knew every time God spoke, it is the Lord who is speaking to me. And that's the reason when he was standing with David to anoint Jesse's children, 8 of them. He said, call 8 of them, but only 7 came. If I was not connected to God, or if Samuel was not connected to God, Samuel will anoint at least the seventh one. But when he heard the voice of the Lord, he understood, no, there is one more left. How did he understand that? Because he was used to the voice of God. Let me tell you, that's the reason the Lord will speak to you every time in the same voice, in the same way, so that you will understand it is the Lord speaking to you. When God spoke to Jeremiah, go to the potter's house, he heard a voice and he understood that voice is from the Lord. When Philip was in a place and the Lord said, get up and I have a plan for you, Philip understood it is the voice of the Lord. When Paul was coming on the way and the way of gate of Damascus, when the Lord touched him, he heard a sound, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? Saul asked, who are you, Lord? And he understood that's the way the Lord will speak. None of the other people did not hear the sound of the Lord. Only Paul heard. And Paul understood from that day, this is how the Lord speaks. And he understood, yes. And after that, he never asked, who are you, Lord? Did the Lord speak to me? No. He understood that it's the Lord speaking and this is the same voice he will speak to me every time. Next episode, we will see how to recognize his voice. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you don't miss this episode. I'm sure that this will transform your future. The Lord bless you. Thank you and shalom.